There we are, we're live. I managed to get that to work, so that's fantastic. So we're talking about progress. We're talking about progress because that works. So here we are, live on April the 6th. That's correct, isn't it? Wednesday, 2022, 6:30 p.m. in the UK. And not that there's overly a drill, it's a relaxed chat, it's a space with you. 10 out of 10, 10 minutes on a given subject. And the subject is topical deliberately to transform energy. And energy crisis is something that people are talking a lot about. Well, of course, we're talking about it from a point of view of increasing our energy, increasing our power. Now, within that message, I want to just sort of set as a tone. My heart goes out to those who are in concern at the current time, concerned about the hike in prices. Gas is increasing, electricity is increasing in price, fuel prices are increasing, and this is causing great concern for many. Now, remember, this is 10 minutes, might be just slightly over, and I'm going to set some musical tone in the background because genuinely, this is an uplifting message. Now, you might feel this is overly positive, this is unrealistic because energy prices are increasing, but that's part of the systemic movement to create a lack of power in us. So, what I'm doing is I'm flipping that round and I encourage you to do the same. I encourage you to comment, please. I encourage you to like, to subscribe if you're not already. Invite others to come here because we have to switch things around. When we think about it, Evan, lovely, thank you. Oh, it's Taz. Taz. I see you're there as somebody else. So I'm glad you said it's Taz because that makes sense. Power is there. And this is why the system endeavors to grind us down with concern about utilities, bills. How can we make ends meet? We are more than gas, electric, fuel. We have our own fuel. And thank you for joining us through your dad's account, Taz. Thank you so much. And you are a power source. We all are. And when we unite together in our power, that's what we're going to be sharing this evening for the 10 minutes that we have. So comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on power. If you are concerned about the energy crisis, look to connect with people who can help you with that. But here, we are sharing spiritual power. It's a very philosophical approach to many things that are taking place at the moment. But turn it round. When somebody tries to take power in a literal sense, regain your power. That's the point that we're making here. So just drop comments. I may not catch up on them live here, but I will at some point. Later on, there's going to be a shout out because that's another thing we're doing through Oversold Truth Music YouTube channel is prescribing, advertising. You subscribe, we prescribe, we advertise because this is about turning things around. So a phrase that's hit me the other day, small businesses. I do that deliberately. Small businesses. There's nothing small about somebody who is sharing the greatest version of themselves. There's nothing small about that. So let's get rid of this illusion of, mass media, multimedia, multi-conglomerates, corporations, big business, big pharma. Let's turn that around. The power is not there. The power is here. The power is with us. And the power is with us unified and combined. That's where true energy is. I'm going to give a little bit of music now, but when this song ends, I'm actually going to also generate. So there we go. Let's click play again. There we are. So playing in the background is the song Get Up Off Your Knees. It's a clarion call for all of us. We have the ability to turn things around. And if we feel ground down, lift up, rise up, elevate up, be with people that elevate you. Because that's the power that we have. One consciousness, our connection, very, very powerful. And I know, Taz, we feel that. We 100% feel that. So let's talk about, there will be a link later. That's what I was saying about small business. A shout out to Sherry McQueen, incredible human being, sharing Sherry's Reiki Sanctuary. Reiki energy, power, that's what we need. We don't need to be told they're pulling the plug. We pull the plug on them They don't pull the plug on us. We don't belong to this system, this corrupt world. So, core power. Well, really, when we think about it, it's not a utility. We've already said, hey, Sherry, that's okay. There's never late because we're still here. This will be shared. This is going to be public. And your shout out will be in a link in this video tomorrow. And I'll share more about that later. So let's think about one voice, one energy. How can that actually be manifest? Because energy isn't remote. So if you think about it, what's happening, the lie that's happening with the power crisis, the energy crisis, is to make us feel dependent on something that's external to us. And that's a frequently used tactic to make us feel that we are dependent. It creates that codependency. Again, don't misunderstand me. When I'm sat in the front room with no electricity and no gas, well, of course, I'm going to be wearing a big coat. I'm going to be using blankets. I'm going to be doing whatever I can to keep warm. And here's a thought. And I'm free in this, by the way. We're all free in this. Let's fucking assemble in a hug. Body heat is a very, very good way of warming each other up. That's the best I can offer you. Because we will find a way. We will find a way to get up. We will find a way to warm up. We will find a way to help others to warm up. Because when we share body heat together, body energy together, there is no crisis. The crisis is the division. And the crisis is the separation. The crisis is the concern of here. And that's what the system is trying to do. We have so much energy. As a soul being, as a human being, as an individual, I have come to this point through tremendous upheaval in life, and I know you have too. So think about the absolutely incredible, phenomenal energy that you have. You have that power. Had to sign in to comment again. You're welcome. You're welcome, Michelle. Your lyrics. Get up off your knees. Powerful. We are not here to subjugate, to say, thank you so much for giving me this power source. Our power source is beyond corrupt fucking politicians. Our power source is beyond corporations who make us feel grateful for the gas supply, the electric supply. There are other means of energy, and we are discovering those. We are finding those. People with more knowledge than I've got are utilizing that energy for the betterment of others, rather than CEOs are sitting fat. Sitting fat. That's what they are. We do not deserve to have our prices doubled. We're more than the price increase. We are increasing energy within ourselves all of the time. Think of your purpose. Think of why you're alive. You're plugged into purpose if you choose to be. And you might feel, if you do, that's fine. That's an opinion, a comment. You might think, this is ridiculous. This is not the real world. The real world is what we make it. The real world is what we want it to be. And this, my heart feels so deeply for people who are tentatively stepping around the thought of concern over price. That's the treadmill. That's the constant dirge of money, money, money. So, Taz, we are the power. Power to the people. They bought it for less than in 2008 and are milking us. Totally. Well, I tell you what, it's just coming to me. These are not for milking. I'm not for milking. Nobody's for milking. We are not here as a battery to be battered by these fake power systems. They are not using us. They are not taking energy out of us, only if we surrender that power. So you are totally right, Taz, and I've been in your presence. I've connected with Sherry, anybody else who's here. The phenomenon of us, the power of us. So I'm going to say it how it is. I'm going to share a link in the description. I did an interview recently. I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. I'm not meaning anything by that. I felt powerless. Watch the interview that I had. I now step into my power. You step into your power. I had throat cancer, no voice for an entire year. I refused to accept being voiceless. So all I'm representing is the thought that we can, and we will, and we have, and we are power. Power of the people. Taz is 100% completely on it there, on the money, if you like, on the reality of money, the reality of energy, the transaction, the exchange. So if we're going to share anything, this is positive. This is positive. Yes, to some degree, we need that negative, but use it as a trigger, utilize it, take that, harness it, turn it round, change the polarity. That's it. So, Michelle, we're building a new society, as the beautiful Taz says. We are the power. The power is in each one of us, and we're taking it back completely. Through music, through business. We're just over 10 minutes now. We've done well. So we flipped it around together. Invite others here. Invite others to subscribe, to comment, to like. This content is growing. The audience through Oversoul Truth Music is growing. And here, when you subscribe, we prescribe you. We advertise you. And there's much coming. I know Taz, I know Michelle, I know Sherry, I know anybody else who joins it. You've got loads to offer. We're making a new society. Forget about the old one. Forget about the old one. It's corrupt. It's corrupt. Every single part of it is corrupt. We already won, but most don't know it. We're free. We're free. We are now moving into and are in liberation. The transference from freedom into action, from thought into action. That's what transfers energy. Thought, action, become. Thought, action, become. That is the power you have. Share it here. Subscribe, comment, like, and remember tomorrow, left-hand corner, right-hand corner as you're facing. I think this works. There will be an eye. There will be an eye in the video, and there will be a drop down of the incredible Sherry McQueen offering Sherry's Reiki Sanctuary. And I'm going to let Sherry explain that. But it's powerful. This is the energy that we need to share across the world. Next week, an incredible loving message. Don't forget the eye. Click on that and you'll see Sherry's message drop down tomorrow. And don't forget too that the opportunity for you to write, for you to enter into creative power and write your song, the doors of awaken and connect inside creativity are open. I will offer you my 40 years of songwriting experience. I'll put some links in the description. Join us for a 4-month process and awaken your creative energy. Write your song, your anthem, your signature song. So there we are. Time is with us. 10 minutes, 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much for your power. Forget the matrix, forget the system. You're creating your own. And we will, with each other, rub in a good way and create a good friction, a good energy. That's what we do by being us, oversoul, one consciousness, oversoul, and we're adding and sharing more soon, truth music. Thank you for joining us. Share this, invite others. Look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Don't forget the eye. Click on that tomorrow, and there will be the amazing Sherry McQueen. See you next time. Bye-bye.